Hey, and welcome everybody to this new Smite series where we're going to call it Builds for Optimizing Gods. Um, the purpose, for this build series is going to be to give the newcomers of Smite and also maybe experienced players a good insight from a player that has been playing since beta Smite and can give you and has played almost any gods, although I haven't mastered some of them because I find them boring. But yeah, the knowledge is still there, so we're going to use builds to to optimize, let's say, these gods that seems hard to play, or you try to build some different types of items and you don't get the result you are expecting for. So let's jump right into it. The first god we're going to cover, we're going to start from A to C. So A to Z, sorry. And we're going to start with a good friend, Agni. Okay, let's begin. Agni. It's, of course, a mage. People who play it already know its great abilities it has. It has an amazing lane clear, a great ability of poke with his ultimate, which doesn't cost mana, which is amazing. But we'll jump right into it. Okay, these builds are just for Conquest. You're not going to go really further than that. You're just going to go and focus on Conquest. Well, the first thing that we need to take into account is that Agni on early game is a really squishy mage, okay? You need to have sustain. What I suggest? I believe that Agni has a really good lane clear after level 5. If you survive the early stages of the game and you reach level 5, you will be good to go with this build I'm going to give you. The first item you're going to use Bam Shroud. We are not going Soulstone. Soulstone is, in the case of Agni, a waste of time. Agni needs health and needs to survive, so we're going to get Bam Shroud. Okay? This is the only starter that's going to be obligatory for Agni. Okay? You're not going to go on another item. For experienced players, I'll suggest you start immediately, maybe with Chronos Pendants. We're going, of course, to start with Lost Artifact. We don't have that much money. What gives a Lost Artifact? It gives MP5 and it gives magical power, which if you reach level 5 with Agni really fast, we are going to get a really strong clear. But we are not going to rush Chronos Pendant, okay? And we are not going to use Dumorph because that is suicide. Another thing you can go if you're not so experienced, it's building first Bancroft's Talent. Of course, it's going to be Chainy Trinket. Also, another thing you should start with, it's with different mana pots. Agni can run low on mana, although his ultimate is really good. You will need these. A mana potion. You can buy 2 at the start. And this will be basically your 3 items you're going to buy, of course, but you can go in these 2 variations. And we are going to start with the core. Well, Agni is reliant on cooldown, okay? If you don't have really the maximum amount of cooldown, you're not going to take out the real juice of Agni. What we're going to build first, it's going to be, if you want to get mobility, I'll suggest you rush Shoes of Focus, okay? And after that, of course, we're going with Chronos Pendant. Having the first 2 cooldowns is really good at the early stages of the game, having that ultimate to initiate team fights and to create chaos and mayhem. It's going to be the best thing you can do. Although there are some others, like me in my case, who prefer to play a safe Agni until the mid stages of the game. What does this mean? We're going to go Bam Shroud, yes, but we are going to after getting the cooldown boots, we're going to use Warlock Sash. Why are we going to use Warlock Sash? As I told you before, Agni has a really low health. You see this? This is the maximum health Agni has on level 20. But if we go back until level 1, he's one of the mages with the few life start. You get 431. You keep on going, you keep on going, you keep on going, and until level 5 you get only this. Okay? If you're fighting against, let's say, an Apwash, he can just take 1/4 of your life, which is 3 and his 2, and which is really bad. And we are not going to start an Anubis. I mean, he can just out-wreck you. Of course, Agni can beat easily Anubis, but it is a strong matchup, so you should be careful. Returning to Agni, I suggest you should start, with Teeny Trinket maybe, for just the good sustain it gives. But you're not focusing on it, okay? You just leave Teeny Trinket, finish use of focus, then with this you're going Bancrofts, okay? So we are setting Bancrofts here. Okay, so these 4 items that we got, Choose a Focus, Chronos Pendant, Warlock Sash, and Bancroft's Talent, are just obligatory for Agni. And why? Warlock Sash does a great complement with Bancroft's Talent. And why? Their passives are really good. Warlock Sash gives 300 health, 400 mana, and 50 magical power. And also, you gain 3+ health every stack and 0.6 magical power per stack. Okay, so if you gain health, right, the more health you get, the more power you will get. Okay, so you don't also build health, you build magical power. And what does Bancroft Talent does? You gain 1 additional magical power per 1% of your missing health. Let's say you get, I don't know, 200 life, you lose 1 point of health, and you get 1 magical power. Bancroft is a way of really improving your magical power. So these two complement really well and can help Agni get from really hard and complicated situations. Setting for damage, we're going to go, of course, if you want to, we're going to go with Rod of Tahuti. And other thing we can do is building Spear of the Magus for penetration. I believe this build we have here is the best build for Agni. I mean, it's an optimization of Agni. You get Choose a Focus, which is really good. CDR, again with Chronos Pendant. Full CDR here. Life, Sustain, Damage, and of course, Penetration. Spear of the Magus is just the way to go with Agni. Using Obsidian Shard, it's gonna be good if the enemy has a lot of tanks. But this is not the case. I mean, if we are playing regular Agni against another matchup. I mean, in these stages, if you get the penetration, you get Taudi, and you get everything, it's going to be really easy for you to start and fight with your teammates on your team fights. Another option to Rod of Taudi is going Book of Thought. The Book of Thought really gives, I would use it if it's just going, this fighting goes really too far. But I wouldn't prefer it over Rod of Tahuti, and I'll explain why. We need this build, okay? This is like the optimal build for Agni. You need Warlock Sash. You're going to be the squishiest little motherfucker ever on the game. So you don't use another build that doesn't have Warlock Sash. Bancroft's Talent, yeah, of course, we need it. We need lifesteal. We need to survive, man. And these two are just obligatory. So, on the damage, we still have 2 slots left. What can we use? Spear of the Magus, I believe it's obligatory. Okay? Why? Because you need penetration with Agni, and his 3 ults that they proc the Spear of the Magus passive, which is awesome, and it's going to give a fucking blast impact on the game and on team fights. If Agni hits its 3 rocks, it can just be devastating. Your ass will be totally burned out. So yeah, these are going to be the damage. I believe these items, these 6 first items I put, is just the best optimal build for Agni. And of course, you should rush maybe Spear of the Magus first for penetration, and then you go Rod of Touting. You got plenty of power with Warlock Sash, Crown of Pendant, and Bancroft's Talon, so it's good to go. On the phasive items, well, Agni is not a god that has a heal, so if you're going against this meta that's full of hunters, I would suggest the Breastplate of Valor. Okay, which is good against hunters. It goes. I got an invite. Right now, no, I'm doing a video. Breastplate of Valor, it's amazing. You can use Midgardian Mail, but I believe this is just not good. You can use Voidstone, but it doesn't make a good rent. Against a really strong magical team, you can use Bulwark of Hope, but will be just on extreme situations. Agni, it's kind of a waste if it's built defensively. What we're going to use now, what we're going to talk about, is actives. What does Agni need? Well, Agni can rely on sprint to have a good escape. Totally, why not? But he's not the type of mage that you will see using actives really frequently. The only active that's, it should be on every god on Smite, it's Greater Purification Beads, okay? This thing is just the bread and butter of survivability. You use it. You have to use it. You have to have it on your build. It's just the only thing that can save you from really messed up situations. It's going to be Greater Purification. Then, if you're going against a Hebo or a Poseidon, you can use Aegis Pendant or Greater Aegis. I believe Aegis Pendant is a bit better, but Greater Aegis can give you damage reduction after that initiation, ult, or whatever. So I believe you go Greater Aegis because you have a dash with Agni's abilities, which is going to be great. So yeah, this is the basic build for Agni. And now we're going to focus on his abilities. For clearing the wave, you're going to max first Path of Flames, okay? Path of Flames is going to be our bread and butter on the early stages of lane. Then you can opt for 2 things. If the mage you're facing is really aggressive, you can go on Noxious Fumes, which is good. You get the stun after Noxious Flames and Path of Flames if the mage is chasing you, and in case of an early gank, it can be really good for just going under your tower and play safe. But I prefer maxing Flame Wave. After this, we're going to go another point on Flame Wave, just for clearing. And then we're going to go on Noxious Flames. Then we're going to go with Rainfire, which is his ultimate. And after this, we're going to use this section. We're going to use Open Flame Wave, which is our instant burst damage ability. Again, Flame Wave. And now we're going to totally forget about Noxious Fumes. We'll use Passive Flames. We're going to full Rain of Fire. We're going to use, again, Path of Flames. And we're going to go up against Flame Wave. After that, you just max the Path of Flames, and then Rainfire. Path of Flames. And now you fill it up with Noxious Fumes. And you end up building Rainfire. That is going to be it. It doesn't have much science in that. Rainfire should be going here, sorry. And then you just finish here. Yeah. Well, this is going to be our Agni build for right now. This is, I believe, the most optimal build for Agni in Conquest, as I stated before. And you should really go up to it. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for listening. Subscribe. And I'll be uploading more builds right now. So yeah. Have a good weekend and good.